Come
It
on.
ain't hit yet.
It's
Now we live.
afternoon.
We
Good
live. Welcome
afternoon.
everybody.
Good afternoon, people. Good afternoon.
What up,
The Gooch and
Gooch?
the
The
Prophet.
guru.
The Gooch and the Prophet, man. We in here.
Man, they done messed up and let the two brightest folks on the planet get together,
Web
man.
3.0
What's going
is where
on,
we
man?
going at. Trying to get the Web 3.0 together. Trying to
I
get the
know you're
Web
right.
3.0 together, man.
That's right. Hey, man, we're gonna sit and discuss today
Say it again.
about the next wave. The next wave about to go rocket on us, man. We about to go rocket, about to go to the beyond the moon, man. The next wave, we know the next wave is gonna
Yes,
be
sir. Yes, sir. The X.
it's gonna be cryptocurrency, digital tokenization. It's gonna be and Web 3.0 and beyond. So we're gonna try to get the people abreast and up to date on this on these technological evolutions and changes right now, man. So what's been going on with you though, man? Before we get deep into these discussions and your know-how on this cryptocurrency and you know how the markets work on your behalf and your family. So how you been and how your family, man? How you doing over there, Goose, the guru? You
Okay, man.
froze?
Everything is great. Everything is lovely, man. Taking it one day at a time, and
Yeah.
following this market and staying abreast of the cryptocurrency situation.
So what how your family? I mean, give them a little background on your life, and because you know you're new to the platform, and we're gonna be on the platform together from now on. You're my partner in life. You're my homie. You're my brother.
Okay,
You're my folks from down south.
got it. Okay,
You from that Louisiana. You know, somewhere in that Louisiana part. I'm from that Bama part. We
that New
southern bred, southern
Orleans.
fed.
That
So
red
tell them
bean
a
and
little
rice
bit about
gumbo. Now,
yourself.
so okay, so yeah, I'm from New Orleans, Louisiana, Algiers, 15 Ward area, born and raised, and came to Atlanta a couple of months before Katrina and started investing in cryptocurrency in 2017 when the first bull run hit. I was a couple of months before the first bull run. So that's when I got my understanding of it in 2017. And I knew that it was a mean force to reckon with once I understood that it was something serious. And
Yeah,
this is where we at right now, about to talk about the Web 3.0.
yeah, man. Yeah, my background is finance, accounting. Went to Miles College. Went to Lawson State Community College. Went to Booker T. Washington Business College. Um, I say I moved up here in 2014 too to Atlanta, Georgia, the Marietta area, and I've been enjoying my life up here ever since. It's a more of a progressive state and a lot of opportunities. You know, you in a gumbo full of people from all over with great energy, great vibes, and
Yeah.
you ain't got to be just stuck on the same old, same old. You can meet people from all over the world. And yeah, man, I've been enjoying being here in Georgia for now going on 11 years. And I got into cryptocurrency about 6 years ago when it was $90. And I started talking about it all the
What
time in the shop, and everybody thought I was talking crazy. They thought it was something strange. You know
what was
how I be in the shop
$90?
trying to drop all
Tell
the
the people
knowledge on
what was
people.
$90.
Huh? You did what now?
You say something was $90 when you first started.
It was $90 when I first spotted cryptocurrency, the Bitcoin. But I
Oh, the
got
Bitcoin
into
was
it.
$90.
Yeah, it was
Okay.
$90. It started out like a dollar, went up to $9, went up to like $18. It kept going. I just was watching it because I'm like, man, it's strange. It's saying like what they call a tulip, like something that's gonna come and go away. You know, it didn't have
Right.
no compliances behind it yet, no SEC regulations or hadn't been
Right.
adapted into, the financial markets. And I was kind of like, man, I think I'm gonna miss this next wave. The first wave that came out back in the day was oil and gas. Then you had,
Mm-hmm.
after that wave, then you had,
Yahoo.
you know what I mean? You had these industrial complexes, these industries growing
Yeah.
without us being involved early in it, being initial public offerings and
Yes.
getting in on the ground area where you can own
Yes.
equity in the company before it blow up. You see what I'm saying? And I missed out on back in
Exactly.
I missed out on a stock option that I could have bought in privately. I was at a meeting with uh, uh, Microsoft before it went big on the main scale, and we was in Birmingham at this
Mm-hmm.
meeting, and they was offering private shares before it went public for $17 a share, and I was sitting in that room listening to them. I'm like, man, this internet thing, this Microsoft ain't gonna take over, because I was so used to
Right.
DOS. I was used to all the other operating systems. You see what I'm saying? The big computer systems and
Right.
stuff was in business. I didn't think it was gonna go mass among the
Right.
people. Once you get the people's energy, you can make real money. So,
Exactly.
long story short, I realized back then that you don't take a risk,
Mm-hmm.
you don't have a chance to be rewarded. You understand what I mean? Like, so
Exactly.
that taught me way back then to just go in with what I can feel comfortable with losing if I did lose. You see what I'm saying? I'm gonna give stuff away,
Exactly.
blow money anyway. You see what I'm saying? And so that taught me
Exactly.
from right then to always be an aggressive investor without fear, but have some form of risk management over your capital, true enough, to where you can allocate a certain percentage of it toward that risk. And that's what I've been doing ever since. I've been an investor ever since. I've been a self-directed investor ever since. I've always been into understanding how wealth works. And now this next wave, after electricity that don't went by, automobiles don't went by, internet and all this stuff that went by. Now the next wave coming. Are we gonna join the ride, or we gonna sit on the sideline? What you think?
I know we have to join the ride because, like you said, we sit by and saw all the waves occur. We saw the Yahoo, we saw the Google, we saw the
Yeah,
MySpace, we saw the
yeah,
PayPal, the Stripe, everything we see it come and go, and the next rebuild of the next
yes. The
generation of the
dot-com
next
bubble.
movement.
Yeah, yeah.
We have to be a part of this. Now it's time for us to be a part of this change. We can't just sit by and watch all this change
That's
happen.
right.
Now we in Web 2.0 now, and we see that Web 3.0 is happening and is on the way. So what we
Exactly.
have to do, we have to invest in it.
We got to
We have
invest
to
in
be
it.
a
Get
part of this.
involved, man. Yeah,
That's
we
right.
got to
We
get
have to be
involved,
a
bro.
part of it. We see it coming. So what is your suggestion to invest first for the Web 3.0? Like, what would be your first suggestion to give somebody if they like, okay, I'm listening to these guys, I want to invest in Web 3.0 as well. So what is my first and best suggestion to go, and what is the minimum that somebody can and should invest in by starting in the Web 3.0?
Okay, let me explain Web 3.0 to people so they know this next wave
Exactly.
of technological advancement. Web 3.0 is like Web 2.0 on steroids, based around monetization, based around digitalizing tokenization. You can purchase goods and services and products on Web 3.0, direct, peer-to-peer, person-to-person, business to business. You can pay with Bitcoin, Ethereum. You can pay with USD. You can pay with different forms of currencies, whatever you're doing on there. And you want to be able to have a web-based television station because everything is heading towards streaming. And Web 3.0 allows you to have the ability to control your content licensing. Like if you trademark yourself
For
and
sure.
you understand what I'm saying? You can go on there and be fully
You can
integrated
get a
as a
loss.
business owner right away. You see what I'm saying? As long as you got all your documentations in order and your trademark in order, and you own your content licensing agreements, and when you go on there, You put yourself up on this site. The first thing I invested in was a site called View It.
Okay.
VEUIT 3.0 Web 3.0. Viewit.com.
View it.
It gives you
Spell
the
it again.
total. It gives you a total platform for media, merchandising, which is your merch, your media platform, totally yours. Your merch platforms, totally yours. Come direct to consumer. Your all your content upload, download on there. You control it and own it. And you can get paid subscription costs for people to tap in to hear your information.
Okay.
So you like YouTube, you're like Netflix, you're like who else out there? You know, Hulu.
Yeah, Disney.
Like what we on now. StreamYard, which I own this platform, StreamYard. I own the licensing deal with StreamYard. And so I can take this video, upload it to my Web 3.0 television network, and I don't have to show this no more on here with you. And anybody want to hear our content would have to go to my Web 3.0 television network to hear this information. You see what I'm saying? And pay for it.
Exactly.
And that money goes to you. 80% of that money goes to you. You just pay fees for them, you know, sending the money to you. It's almost like Kindle, you know, book publishing people, you know, Kindle, the direct publishing, which is owned by Amazon. Once you sign up with them, you know, your money comes direct to you. When every time somebody go on Amazon, buy a book or a product from you, comes directly to you. Because you own your barcode, you own all that stuff like that. So when you put your barcode on the back of your products, back of your books, your services, when they scan it, that money goes and you share that with your partners. That's it. Goes directly to you. You don't have to be worried about no middleman. Just you and the person you're doing business with. That's what Web 3.0 is going. Huh?
It sounds like it's cutting a lot of the middleman and the third party.
It's cutting them all out. Yeah,
that's
direct.
Exactly what it sounds like.
Exactly.
So
and then
consumers consume more of the money and not sharing all their profits.
Exactly. You get more of the shares of the profits. Yeah.
Sounds good.
And that's what people need to be uploading. They transferring their operating system over to now is 3.0. You see what I'm saying? Because the next thing is gonna come, and then if you ain't already on the monetization side of it, and you don't already own all the rights, copyrights, trademark rights, all that, somebody else gonna own your name, likeness, images, all of your merch. They're gonna own it because they can be able to knock it off. That's how China became so powerful. That's how China became so powerful, because they can see what you make, and they can make it as good as you or better. You get what I'm saying? Without having to have a trademark. They can infringe you because they're intelligent enough to knock your stuff off. Your semiconductors, whatever you create, your Apple pads,
That's right.
You get what I'm saying? So
I love it.
But you got to be able to control your international. You got to be able to control your national marks and services. You got to be able to control your international marks and services, because what the countries are doing now is trying to set up to where China can't no longer infringe on people copyrights. You see what I'm saying? They're gonna have to pay in order to, that's what the stage is all about now. That's what the whole new global war is over. You get what I'm saying? It's really about making everybody respect everybody's independence, as well as coming together on a global stage when it comes to copyright laws, trademark laws, tort laws, tax laws, banking law. All this stuff is happening right now while we're sitting here talking. So we got to be mindful of what's going on in the marketplace, because if we don't, like most times, black people be the last to the stage. You know what I mean? Because they don't put it in our school systems. We don't have programs in our communities where we having these discussions like me and you having. And so I just try to be on top of stuff like economic moves and downturns and stuff like that, because I love to see how white boys play the game. They like to have all the fun in the financial markets, and we got some black people coming, but I don't think we're teaching the right side of it. I think we're teaching the retail side of it instead of the other side of it, the distribution side, the allocation side, the acquisition side, the merger side, the documentation side, the type of documentations you need in order for somebody to take you serious, in order to even give you their money.
Exactly.
The trust laws, it's a lot that we got to get into in order to really take advantage of the new wave that's coming. Being able to have your digital asset protection trust. See, we got all these digital products, but we ain't got no trust to protect them. And they got digital asset protection trusts. You see what I'm saying? So you can transfer the ownership of those digital products or those digital monies to your trust. People don't know nothing about a digital asset protection trust.
Exactly.
You get what I'm saying? So it's a lot.
Stuff that's not glorified, stuff that's not promoted, the average person don't hear about it. They have no clue that those type of things exist to help you. Now, go ahead.
Excuse me, I'm drinking. Go ahead, talk, bro. I'm just get some water.
Yeah. I'm gonna say, like, let's tap into how the world is right now with all the advantages and the tax breaks, and when the president came in and opened these doors, and so many people was against this president. So many.
But it's the ride right now. If you ready, this is the ride.
If you in position right now, this is the greatest time to be alive.
If you be an entrepreneur, if you be an investor, if you be a businessman, this is your time to ride, bro.
This is the time, man. And I knew
it. This is your tax break time.
This is your practice. All the doors that's been closed, they're open now.
Bro.
The banks are open. The banks are giving more money than they ever gave before. You just have to be in position.
Especially the private-led sector. The private-led sector,
it's open.
Oh, man. Private-led sector, the community. I'm going to tell you right now that if you get your documentations in place, just imagine you put together I'm going to share something with you. I'm going to share something with you right quick. Hold up. Let me go to my documentations. Let me show you something that if we came together and pooled $35,000 together. And let me show you. And by what they call a real estate investment syndication. For all the tax break they're gonna give and bonus depreciation and tax exemptions, tax-free movement of capital into different investment products. You would have so many write-offs and breaks and itemizations, and you won't incur most of the taxes that people incur being personal or being personable. You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
So I'm going to show you this. Hold on, let me find this right quick. I'm going to show you something right quick. I'm going to see, can I flip it over and show you this right quick? But that was a great question. The digital, let me see, can I find it right quick? The digital asset holding trust. You want to get that. You want to get a land trust, but the one I'm interested in is right here. Let me show you. These two are the ones I'm interested in right here. I'm going to turn the camera around. I'm going to turn the, let me show you. Hold up. It's called a real estate private equity fund syndication. It's $30,000 to put these documentations together.
Okay.
In the simplest form, a real estate private equity fund is a partnership established to raise equity for ongoing real estate investment. The real key word is real. The other key word, estate. The third key word, investment. Pull all three of those words apart. what that indicates to you. Real estate investment. Real, meaning it ain't something that's gonna leave the market or leave society anytime soon, because it's based off real earning potential, right? Like gold, like silver. You get what I'm saying? Hard, tangible assets. Yes. Even though we know real estate is illiquid, it's illiquid, but the liquidity in it can be leveraged out of this world, right?
Yeah, all kinds of ways.
All kinds of ways. And by doing that, you get all of the tax breaks from the 2017 Trump's tax bill, and today being revived with extras. You understand what I'm saying? They added more sauce to it, right? So the wealthy can get wealthier. You understand what I'm saying? Exactly. They added more sauce, like the health savings accounts. People don't know nothing about the health savings account. You can put up to 4 times more money in it, and they allowed you to put $8,000 to $9,000 a year in it, tax free, tax exempt. You get what I'm saying? Health savings account. Now you can do it 3 to 4 times now.
More, yes.
Yes. HSA accounts, which is the gold standard of saving compounding money. It's the gold standard because it protects you from taxes. And you pull the money out when you get up to a certain age, or you need it for medical reasons, or you need it to pay hospice care, you needed to pay anything dealing with your health. You get what I'm saying? And it lets you grow over the time, over years, compounded without being taxed for it. You get what I'm saying? That's is what people are going to be using the most. Rich people are going to be putting parking money into a health savings account now.
Wow.
And to real estate. And
secret sauce.
Yeah, this is the secret sauce. Health savings account, bonus depreciations, health savings accounts. Man, so much in this new tax bill that's going to benefit the wealthy and benefit the businessman, benefit the investor. You know, insurance is going to be a major play right now. You see what I'm saying? Premium whole life insurance is going to be a major play right now.
Major, yep.
Major. Because that's tax free, debt free. You see what I'm saying? So if we really got together and partner with some equity partners or some equity firms and got into the real estate private side, private equity funding, when you hear that word fund, mean funding. Somebody funding the fund, not just you. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's more than one.
Long as you come with your objectives and your parameters and your goals, and you carry out your operational structure, people will pour money into you because they're trying to find a way to make money off of their money. You understand what I'm saying? Wealthy people trying to find ways to make money off of their money. And so we got to get to the point now where we're dealing with documentations, paper equity. Paper equity.
Yes, sir.
We got to, you get what I'm saying? Stock certificates. Get us an incorporation or a private charitable trust incorporation, nonprofit, whatever we got to set up. We got to set it up, and we got to go on payroll. We got to put our first layer of protection, which is our incorporation, our S corp. Pay ourselves a good salary once a year out of it on payroll. Pay all that way you get your W-2s and all that, and then whatever you don't spend, you pass that earnings over to your holding company or whatever you got as your secondary asset protection. And once you transfer those monies over to your holding company, now under management, you no longer have that money in your business. You don't have to be taxed for it. You're just being taxed off the money you paying yourself as a salary out of that company. You see what I'm saying? You're paying your W-2, you're paying your FICA, your withholding, all your different federal and state. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You done that right there in order for you to be able to get Social Security when you get a certain age. Pay yourself well so you can get a nice payment once you finish working. But now all the other earnings, you move that around somewhere else so you don't have to incur those taxes. And that's called now bonus depreciation. You move that over somewhere else and it sits there. You're not using it. You're not realizing it. So, because only money can be taxed is income earning monies. You get what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
if you earn an income, now you are personable again. You get what I'm saying? You think business now.
Mm-hmm.
Get out of the personal stuff. Even if you go private, if you go what they call in private citizen or a sovereign citizen, whatever, you got to have the right trust structures in place in order to protect yourself so your assets won't be confiscated. You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
It's just layers of protection, so your corporate veil won't be pierced. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm telling people right now, if you raise $30,000, invest in what they call a real estate private equity fund, and the second one you would invest in is $35,000.
Mm-hmm.
It's a $35,000 investment. I'm gonna show you the name of that one. This is gonna put you over the $1 million mark, because you can raise $1 million in funding, up to $50 million in funding rounds, what we call a security and exchange commission pooled investment fund. Separate all them words again. The SEC, Security Exchange Commission, pooled, you know what pooled, Pooled, meaning you're bringing all of your assets together to leverage them, right?
Right.
Pooled, they pooled together in one under one umbrella, right?
Mm-hmm.
Investment, that word go again.
Mm-hmm.
That benefits you tax-wise, being an investor.
Being an investor always benefits you tax.
It benefits you tax-wise.
Always.
Always. Do not sit on the money. Put the money to work.
Make it work.
If you have it in your possession, you're going to get taxed.
It does nothing for you keeping it under
the bed. It does nothing for you sitting on you. I'm just telling you that it does nothing for you.
Zero.
Has no valuation. Has no valuation that way.
That's another topic too, because a lot of people don't
understand. That's another topic, family. We're going to get to it. We're going to get to it. We're going to dig.
I'd be surprised. I'm sitting on 70,000. I got to.
Man, you better flip. You better flip. You know how we come from flipping, man. What's wrong with y'all, man? Flip.
No, man. That's another story. They don't want flipping.
The world of flipping, man. You don't get no product and flip it one time. You don't re-up. What's wrong with you, man?
They don't want to let money work for them, man.
You gotta let money go ahead of you. It gotta outrun you.
Gotcha. It's mandatory.
You gotta give at least 5 to 7 years of projected earnings for you go into your next phase.
That's right. That's right. Money have phases.
Have phases.
Yes,
because you never want to be at the point where you risk it all at one time. You want all money in. You understand what I'm saying? All money in, no money out.
That's right. Diversified.
So the last word is fund. That word fund go. When I see the word fund, I hear funding. I don't hear fund. You understand what I'm saying? I hear ongoing funds. That costs you $35,000. It's called a pooled investment funds, of funds in a portfolio for individual investors that are aggregated, not integrated, not
aggregated.
You get what I'm saying? Not separated or segregated, but aggregating, meaning it's going to scale up. It's going to go vertical. It's going to go horizontally. You're going to control. What I mean by controlling something aggregationally, meaning if I'm going to wear the t-shirt and I really want to cut the middleman out, I'm going to scale up to the point to where I'm manufacturing the t-shirt now.
Makes sense.
You get what I'm saying? And then I'm gonna go out and buy and then I'm gonna take the land trust, go buy the land and plant the cotton or whatever particular fabric I need in order to make the product in the manufactory.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? Now I'm wealth building because I own the cotton field.
Yeah.
I can sell to other wholesalers.
Mm-hmm.
I can distribute it to other distributors.
That's full control over everything.
I'm full control. I'm vertical. I'm aggregated. I'm aggregated. I'm going to do the cotton. I'm going to do the manufacturing. I'm going to own the land. I'm going to do the cotton. I'm going to do the manufacturing. I'm going to do the distribution. I'm going to do the wholesaling, retailing.
Yes, Lord.
You see what I'm saying? I'm fully vertically integrated now, aggregated. Because I'm controlling every move. I have my hand, my investment, my equity in every move that is providing a good, providing a product or a service. You see what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Or I'm a partner with someone. If I don't want to incur that cost and I want to be able to take that operational cost and have it, then yeah, I'll partner with somebody. Like Patty DeVille did with her pies. You understand what I'm saying? She found a manufacturer to put together all her pies for her and partner with them. You see what I'm saying? And therefore she didn't have to go find the factory or the manufactory to do it. But she could have done it that way, and now she would have controlled it all.
That's right.
She could have controlled the kitchen where they baking it at, or whatever they doing. I'm just saying she could have controlled it all. She could have controlled making it the potatoes. She could have had the yams field or the potato field, whatever she's making up cakes with. People ain't thinking about everything you doing. You can control it if you have any aggregated intelligence about yourself, vertically, horizontally. Now you're on the cross of business. You bearing your cross in business when you know the full spectrum from top to bottom, from scaling to expanding.
Scaling to expanding.
And that's what this does. It puts you in a different mindset when it comes to getting funding. Because you're thinking now paper equity. You're thinking of documentation that people respect in the ultra high net worth world. This is what they set up to protect their investments. So they're not going to fool with somebody that's being foolish on how to do investments.
Exactly.
So they just not going to do it. And you can do funding rounds. Funding rounds meaning you got 3 rounds of investment before you go public, before you do any IPO investments or go initial public offerings. You got to do 1 to 3 rounds of funding. It depends on your goals and what you're doing, and do anybody want to be involved or a part of it? The people with the money. You can do a series 1, 2, or 3. It's 3 tiers: A, B, and C. And you can raise up to 50 million, 100 million. And then once you go public, and once all these investors involved and you got your stocks, once you go public, they might establish the stock at $20. Then once you go public, it might go up to $120 in one night, and you own 180 million shares. we trying to get the money. We need to be getting the shares.
That's right. The shares.
I'm telling you, this is a different world than where we come from. I'm telling you.
Most definitely.
So
different.
Yeah, it's different. It's just different. And this is what my background also, for most people, the reason I can talk about this is because I actually had my Series 6, 7, all of that. So I was a retail financial advisor. So and I was teaching people early on how to do mutual funds, insurance, the basic stuff that they give every retail person.
Mm-hmm.
But then when I became friend with a billionaire, he taught me something totally different how to look at it.
Of course. That's why they always say follow the money, follow the billionaire.
He taught me
A
totally
billionaire didn't
different.
make a billion by luck.
No,
People have to understand that.
they didn't make a billion by luck.
Nobody gave them $1 billion.
And then and not only that, somebody gave them the initial money to launch the business.
Mm-hmm.
My friend Richard Scrushy, who owned Health South Corporation, I was his personal barber for years.
Mm-hmm.
And we had a television ministry together. And he used to always tell me, he said, man, always stay on the other side of taxes.
What that mean? Explain that.
Most people are on the wrong side of taxes.
Okay, true.
The other side of taxes is solo tax lien fund.
Okay.
That's your family bank, not insurance. Insurance is just a rainfall effect that you can leave or you can pull now. But your real money is a solo tax lien fund.
Solo tax lien fund.
That word go solo. I like breaking words. I don't like saying together because people get it mixed twist. I try to take each word and you'll really understand in a layman's term. Layman's term. Solo. Tax. Liens. You know what liens are? A lien is something they put against your home for not paying fees on your property, whether it be a fire tax, whether it be a property tax, whether it be garbage tax, whatever, you know what I mean? Whatever the city, the state puts against you, against your property, against your real estate. That's your family bank. Because once you own tax deeds and tax lien deeds, you're on the other side of real estate taxes, income taxes. You're automatic on the other side, automatically. Because you can't be taxed on a tax lien, but you can leverage it. Meaning, we pool, just imagine we pool together and create these fundings. Just say 30 of us put $300,000 together, and we own a solo tax lien trust fund. And we go down to the state departments, courthouse, county courthouse, wherever they releasing properties at, banks, repossessions, whatever, short sales, whatever. And we use this solo tax lien trust fund to fund us bidding on these tax liens.
Okay.
And we win the bid. Guess what happens after that?
What?
You got 1 to 3 years for that property to adverse turn over to you. If the people don't pay you back for all the money you already invested in the tax lien. With interest, with late fees, with penalty payments. Your annual percentage rate would annually actually be around 14%.
Woo, not bad at all.
14% compounded interest a year? Your annualized interest rate? That's your bank.
That's right.
That's your bank. Now you can go, once you get all these in your trust fund, that's a pooled investment again. Tax exempt, tax free, debt free. You borrow against it because it's equity. But it's on the opposite side of taxes.
Very much so. That's the way to be, on the opposite side of taxes.
You want to be the person incurring the taxes, not the one paying them. Now you become a partner and a friend with your local county, state, banks, short sales, whatever. And you just add it to your solo tax lien. Solo tax liens. Telling you, that's the key to getting on the opposite side of taxes.
So, what's the difference between tax liens and the word solo tax lien? What's the solo?
Solo is simply meaning we operate apart from any other entity.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? We solo.
Okay.
No one else can partner with this particular tax lien fund, trust fund. It's yours. You understand? It's solo.
Gotcha. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't like you got to bring in a whole bunch of partners. You can do this alone. But I'm telling you, even if you brought, like when you see them people down at the courthouse bidding, they doing it under this. They doing it under this documentation, but they got partners who are silent.
Right. Exactly.
Private people who are silent, giving them the money to put into the trust fund for him to go represent them. You understand what I'm saying? Just imagine I got this documentation set up, the solo tax lien trust fund set up, and somebody got $3-4 million and looking for somewhere to park it. The tax-free, tax exempt trust fund that's buying real estate that owe back taxes. And you get to have some of that money.
That's the way to roll.
So this is where we headed. All these things is going to be online with the Web 3.0. All these things are going to be paid for with cryptocurrencies or digital tokens or tokenizations. These things that are being done with paper money is now just going to transfer over to being paid digitally. It ain't going nowhere. They just got to implement all these systems, integrate these systems in the marketplaces. But it's coming. So that's what I mean by you being ready for cryptocurrencies being part of the other currencies of the world. Preparing yourself for Web 3.0 so you can be in full control of your earnings and how you invest your money.
Yes, sir. So let's talk about these cryptocurrencies. So what are some of the best ones would you recommend somebody first investing in if they're new to crypto?
Well, you got to buy Bitcoin in order. Now they done got it where you don't have to own a Bitcoin and transfer it over to buy another altcoin, right? You can go direct and buy XRP now. You can go buy Ethereum, strictly Ethereum. Yes. But when it first started, you had to buy Bitcoin first in order to buy Ethereum, in order to buy Litecoin, in order to buy Bitcoin Cash, in order to buy all the other ones. You see what I'm saying? But it's showing you how it's progressing.
Exactly. So, and a lot of folks don't kind of remember that because they wasn't never in the cryptocurrency. So we have to walk them through that. When cryptocurrency was first available for us to buy, we had to buy one crypto in order to buy the other cryptocurrencies. And
Correct.
now we don't have to do that. Now you could just
You don't
buy
have to do
whatever
it.
cryptocurrency you want right now.
Exactly.
That's
Exactly.
the evolution of the time.
Yeah, the evolution is evolving.
It's about 11 years old right now.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
it's showing you where we come from to where we're at now. So it's definitely, if the people that just not own it completely, they have no idea about it, it's moving in lightning speed.
It's moving in light speed, accelerated speed, man.
Yes.
And that's where the technology, the AI technology, all this is accelerating. And you on this slow pace like this, Turtle's gonna win the long haul race, but adjusting, you better think quick. You got to adapt.
Exactly.
Then turn back to the turtle. Then turn back to the turtle. You understand what I'm saying? But right now, you need to be the hare.
Exactly. What I like to tell folks is that you're going to buy you are going to buy the cryptocurrency one way or another, because that's the world, the way that we're going in. And I just rather you buy it now while it's cheap than rather 20 and 30 and 40,000 for a coin. It's just only making sense. Buy now.
Yeah.
It's, before it goes extremely high to where you can't afford it.
Exactly. You're going to be priced out, just like the housing market. You're going to be priced out.
I know. And that's what I've been trying to break to people that really don't get it. It's like, just get you some now before it gets extremely too high to buy.
Exactly.
Like the house.
Yeah, exactly. Inflation always around the corner.
Mm-hmm.
The world hadn't gotten poor. The world hadn't gotten poor in 2,000 years. It only gotten better and 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 better, because we discover more things. We develop more things. We invent more things. I mean, people try to make you think it's scarcity and poverty in the world. No, the world is so much more wealthy and richer than it's ever been. It's just being preserved and maybe it being allocated and distributed in a certain way, but it's all around you.
Mm-hmm.
Opportunities all around you. You can turn your ops into an opportunity.
All around.
It's all around you.
Exactly.
Your oppositions can become now your partners. All you got to do is change that word opposition into opportunities. It's all in the conversation. It's all in what you're bringing to the table. Stop bringing the violence. Stop bringing the conflict.
Yeah.
Like they all, you know how the world is. Politics makes money. Warfare makes money.
Yes. Yep. Mess make money.
It just calls one side. It just calls one side to lose. Somebody got to be the winner at the end of the day, and somebody got to be the loser.
Yes,
but at some point, they're gonna end up so close to break even. But they're just jockeying for position. They want to be the first to the tape. Past the finish line. Then everybody else catch up. So we got to learn how to get in the race. You understand what I'm saying? Get in the race. Quit being last. Try to win this thing, man. It's time to win.
Let's touch a little bit about.
Now, whatever that question you asked me, you asked me a question. Which one would I recommend first? Always Bitcoin.
Yes.
But second would be XRP, XLM. That would be my second. I started buying XRP so long ago when it was a penny. That's what it is now. About $3.40 something.
No, it's $2.28.
Yeah, about $2. But I'm saying it went up to like $3 or something not too long ago. Just imagine if you got that in your cold wallet and you've been buying XRP for this long, and it's $3 and you got close to 100,000 of them.
Right.
Got 300,000 in reserve.
You don't need that many.
And you don't need that many.
You don't. They don't understand that. So all you need is a few of them. You'll be all right.
Diversification. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. All you need is diversifying where, and your expertise is knowing the data. You knowing, okay, Everybody jumping on Solana. Everybody was jumping on Dogecoin. Everybody was jumping. We were looking at the developer side of it. Quant, XRP, XLM.
I ain't never touched no Dogecoin.
Yeah, I ain't studying them alternative
Only
coins.
real
And
world assets only.
I'm talking about what the world's going to use as implementation. What the world going to have to use as implementation. Yeah, real world use.
Yes. Yes. If the coin is not tied into a real system, a real banking, real companies that have been up in 10, 20 years, I don't have interest in it. I'm only interested in coins that are tied to real world assets, changing the way the world is going to work, changing the way money is moved, changing the way real estate is used. And that's the coins that I'm investing in, coins that's going to change the way of the world.
Yeah.
That we know of receiving money and like, let me
and
use
paying
XRP,
out,
for example.
Yeah.
Swift been around 30, 40 years. And if you have a certain amount of money, say 10,000, and you get it cleared, you have to wait 3 to 4, 5, sometimes 6, 7 days, right?
Exactly.
Get your money cleared using the Swift. Using the Swift system. Now XRP is going to cancel that. You can get 20, 30, 100,000 in 3 seconds.
Yeah.
So that's something to invest in, something that's going to change. You waiting 3 or 4 days versus 3 seconds.
Yeah, people want speed now. Yeah, they want speed now. And they want to be, and they wanted to be on it, and they wanted to be on a. Go ahead, G. Go ahead, God.
Yeah, and I'm gonna give you another cryptocurrency that people are not familiar with that's changing the world. It's called VeChain. They have a major problem with counterfeiting.
Yeah,
it's counterfeit food. People don't know about it's counterfeit medicine. It's counterfeit batteries. It's a counterfeit world. It's a lot of things that's are counterfeited, more than just clothing. So this will track to see where it came from, who made it, what day it left the manufacturer. This is going to help Walmart out with a lot of bad food. You know how food come in and they be saying the food was bad already. During the transportation, stuff that people don't know about. But this is going to help kill all that and know where your food came from, who made the food. So cryptocurrency is going to change a lot of things in the world, man. Very
because
so that's what you want to look out for.
Yeah, because you got to know your customers now. You got to know your customers now.
Yes.
You got to become more astute in knowing the services your account receivables, your account payables. You got to know your services are actually moving at a speed that can happen within 3 seconds. You got to know that if your POS system indicates that you low on this, and it sends out a signal to your distributors or your manufacturers and your money get to them right now, they can ship it right now. Boom, 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 boom.
Exactly.
You get what I'm saying? Exactly. It's the speed, but people are looking for to earn profits faster within 24 hours. You see what I'm saying? So, and it gets you able to move to your next thing so much faster. Because you got your money to move much faster. You got to wait 2 and 3 days, 7 days, 10 days in order to get $10,000 because of the banking rules. You don't supposed to, without you being able to prove that you own the 10,000, you can only give up to $9,999.99. How crazy is that? You know what I mean? Like, what's 1 cent gonna do to you know for them to have a red flag on an alert? 1 penny over $9,999.99. So you hit 10,000, alert go off. For the Fed to get into your affairs. You understand what I'm saying? So So I agree with VeChain because that's another form of infrastructure building. You see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
It can be implemented into the infrastructure.
Dive into them projects, man. Really understand what you're investing in. Don't just invest in something because somebody told you, oh, Bitcoin sound good, invest in that, or Ethereum sound. Dive in. Go really
get into
look
it.
at what that coin does. Really get into it, and you'll be really intrigued and really surprised about what you're investing in. Always know what you invest your hard-earned money in, man. Don't just
That's
listen to
right.
nobody and it sounds
That's
good.
right.
So I'm making money. You have to know what that coin does and what it do and where it's going and where has it been for the last 10 or 8 years. Is it really doing something progressively for the community? Is it really moving, or is it just hype? A lot of shit is just hype.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you really want to
People
invest
don't
in
know.
something that's structured.
What people don't know is Bitcoin got records of proof showing that people have purchased homes with it in Florida. People have purchased home with it in Chicago. People have purchased home with it in California. I'm talking about living in the house with these. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All for paying with it with cryptocurrency, with digital tokens. So
I look at it like this. It's the new gold. You know how gold been around for so long, silver been around, and the currency been around for so long. Paper dollar, fiat dollar.
yeah,
We
yeah.
have to, just like everything else changed, we have to have the new gold, the new silver, the new fiat currency, the new pennies, dimes, and nickels. The penny has gone away now. So
Evaporated. Yeah, they don't took it out of
something that's going
circulation.
to replace everything that goes
Yeah,
away. Something else
yeah,
new has to come in. So what's
yeah.
the new gold? What's the new silver? See?
Something you can add to the
Yeah.
portfolio and use right now, implement in society. I agree with some digitized tokenizations being backed by gold, being backed by hard money and or tangible money.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas we've been dealing with fungible money. Fungible money is what's coming now, which is what we talking about. But once the government and federal level begin to adapt it, it's out of here because states are already adapted.
Okay.
It's like states adapt marijuana dispensaries. The Fed hasn't yet.
Mm-hmm.
So when the Fed decide that they're
Exactly.
going to legalize, now you're going to see it turn into a whole nother level of distribution, a whole nother level of production, a whole nother level. Things going to be built around it,
Exactly.
around the framework of it. And so,
I want to
yeah,
give.
we on the right,
Go ahead.
we on the right side of history right now, man. This is the greatest transfer of wealth
Yes.
if we in the right position. If we position ourselves and we understand the markets and the movements that's taking place right now, this is the opportune zone.
I tell you
This is
what.
opportunity zone. Right?
I I
I'm
was
talking about
in the. Go ahead.
I was saying even dealing with opportunity zones, community loan funds. That's another thing that we as a people don't do. Team up with our local municipalities and create a community loan fund. That's another one,
It's
which
deep.
is which is
It's deep. Community
which is
loan
based
fund.
which is based around the opportunity zone. They're giving out funding for opportunity zones, whereas redevelopment, you know what I mean? Like go into an urban area or some area where opportunity zones are there and they give you these buildings, they give you these homes, they give you these apartment buildings for you to go in there and rehab them. And all you have to do as a community is raise the fund. You can get a loan against you, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's called a
Mm-hmm.
community loan fund. Look that up too, man. That's something a
Community.
lot of people don't think about. Like they do, Asians do, Jewish do. That's why they have community centers, why they have community banks, which can loan the most money. Your
Exactly.
banks right among you can loan the most money. Your local community banks. Um, yeah, man. There's so much stuff going on around me, so much in my head. You know how much stuff in my head while
Let
and
me say this. Let me put this disclaimer out right quick before we wrap it up. I was in the 2017 bull run. with the cryptocurrency.
Yeah.
And it opened my eyes to let me know that when the next one comes, that's coming up now, I have to be in position. And if you're in position for this upcoming bull run, the first bull run was speculation. The bull run coming now is utility, use case. All the companies that are grab these cryptocurrencies that they heard about when the first bull run came, or how they could be used with the business, all the companies grab these cryptocurrencies up now. So this bull run here is going to be life changing to anybody
Yeah.
that's alive. This is going to
Yeah.
be the greatest wealth transformation in history that's coming up real soon. Nobody
And
has
I'm
no
gonna tell
date on it. It's just you have to be in position and ready for the tsunami wave that's going to hit. Like water, it's going so fast. It's
boy,
going to
when you
turn.
said that, go ahead.
Go
Well,
ahead.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut
It's
you off.
going
Go
to
ahead.
turn regular people into multi-millionaires overnight.
Yeah.
17, 18-year-old little kids is going to be multi-millionaires. Do you hear me? Multi.
Yeah.
Talking about lots
Yeah.
of zeros.
Yeah.
So a new wave of millionaires is coming, man. And I want everybody that we know that's listening to be in that number.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know
Second,
the country with the country with the largest population of millionaires is in Monaco. It's not even in America. They 30% of their population are millionaires.
is in where?
That's
I thought it was
unheard of.
Dubai.
It's Monaco.
Monaco. Okay.
That's the
Now,
royal family. That's the
yeah.
royal. Yeah.
So
But when you said that cryptocurrency, getting into utilization, meaning electricity or energy generated, once stuff
oil.
thermodynamically rev up, like you said, that turbines turning over, currency water going through that real fast, all the power generating. Guess
If you
how it's
paying
gonna be
attention,
fueled?
if you paying
Guess how it's gonna
attention,
be fueled?
yeah, isn't all facets of the market right now. Just pay attention. It's in the clothing market, it's in real estate, it's in the car market, it's in every big is in oil,
It's
it's
gaining
in
energy.
all,
It's
it's
gaining
in
energy.
everything. It's in banks.
It's gaining
Everything
energy,
you
bro.
think about is in
It's
it
out of here.
right now.
Yeah.
So
And it takes
this
energy.
bull run
Listen what I'm saying. It takes energy to push these data centers. To push these data centers that are trying to extrapolate the bitcoins and try to get to the 21 million of them. There's energy sources behind it. So fossil fuel for to go back up because you're gonna have something to run these places. All these data centers, these mega data centers coming, so they can, be able to deal with the AI advancements, with the digitalization. All this stuff is happening. Now you got to keep these machines cool. You got to have electricity to run these things. For fossil fuel, for it to be a major contributor. So if you're into crude oil, you're into royalties, which you can get off of crude oil. You can invest in contracts, energy contracts, and get royalties that way. It's just so much, man. It's so much, family. I'm telling you, man. We just came together with real dollars.
Let me ask you a
Came
question
together
because
with real dollars.
I'm gonna give you mines, but I'm gonna ask you first. Okay, what is the best investment right now that you can tell the people to invest in with a great return? What is the greatest investment right now that you could think about that's going to have the greatest, highest return later on?
Crude, energy,
oil,
yeah,
energy.
anything doing with oil and gas, bro.
Okay, so to the average person, how could they invest in that? Oil.
It's a site called Oil and Gas Clearinghouse.com. Oil and Gas Clearinghouse.com.
Okay.
You get with a fiduciary or a broker, and begin to buy oil and gas contracts so you can incur royalties off of everyone, off of everyone, like Tennessee Valley authorities, like anyone else that are in the energy field. They pay these royalties out for drilling, for research and development. You know what I mean? Like drilling for oil in different parts of it's called
Okay,
oil
question.
and gas clearinghouse.org or .com. I'm trying to look it up. You looked it up and see what it
No, no,
let
no,
me look
no.
it up.
I just had I just wrote it down. So what are the minimum investment to invest in this?
You have to be what they call an accredited investor. They call it accredited
Oh,
investor, a person who has $1 million in accumulated asset value or liquid cash.
okay, well, this is not for the average person that just trying to
It's not for the
invest.
average person because you had to start
Okay.
out with $50,000.
No, no, no. My question was like the average person who don't have that much money. What was
Oh, okay.
what?
Well, he need to go.
Yeah,
He need
yeah.
to go on. He need to go on Fidelity or Vanguard and buy an index fund based around energy sectors.
Okay, so could he start off with basically $100 doing this?
I think it all depends on how much the fund start. Most funds starts out with $3,000 when it comes to this
Okay,
level,
okay, no, 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 no,
and
no.
then you can put in $100.
See, right, right, right. Like you said, it going up in level. I'm talking about the
But
person
what
who
I'm
never
saying, it ain't that many. You can't get into oil and gas cheap.
No, 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 no,
That's
no,
just
no, 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 no. My question was, what can somebody invest in with little amount of money? Let's say they never invested in their life, $100. What would be
oh,
something that
okay. I
you
see.
would
Oh,
recommend
I
to
see you
them
said.
on their greatest return off of their investment? They never invested before. They brand new to this, and they
Okay,
want to get into the investment. We got to start with the beginners.
okay.
Now I
Um,
have one. Wait. Let me tell you mine.
yeah. Let me hear yours. Let
Uh,
me hear yours first.
yes. Okay. Now, what I would tell somebody, they just started investing and they want the greatest return on an investment. I would tell them wholeheartedly, number one, go get some silver. The greatest
I,
return on your investment will be in silver. American Eagles. Go get as many as you can and just store them. That's
I
it.
agree.
Simple and plain. Go
100%. 100%. I agree.
ahead. Silver
Silver.
is your best, cheapest play
Silver.
right now.
Right now.
Right
You
now.
34. It's $34 a gram. It's gonna hit $50 by the end of the year.
And it's gonna go higher. Wait till the bull
Cause
run hit.
gold gonna go up to about 5,000 to
Exactly. It
6,000,
was
and it's
already
gonna trail gold. It's gonna get up to about $150 in 2 to 3 years. If you buy it
in my
now,
predicament. Yeah, a gold is going way past 6,000 because of the fact I remember when gold was 3,000, and that was before the bull. No, 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 no. That was after the bull run. And I say gold is going to triple its worth when everything start moving.
yo, that's it. It's gonna
Easily,
get up to about $6,000.
easily, gold gonna
Yeah.
go up there.
Not only that, it's because of the world. The world is moving more back toward paying off of their creditors with gold. All of the countries beginning to try to use gold as the standard of exchange.
Mm-hmm.
And so a lot of people are stacking up on gold. China buying a lot of gold reserve. America buying a lot of gold reserve. A lot of the African countries are buying, are finding gold deposits.
Exactly.
Uganda just found $12 trillion worth
Sure
of gold
did.
deposits.
Sure did.
So you get what I'm saying? So anytime you're in hard money, that's a good investment because you can't lose. You can only break
Yeah.
even.
Yeah, I would tell
So
somebody go to silver all day.
yeah, silver is the key. It's the play to start like something you can afford. Correct. I agree with that.
Exactly. Mhm.
You can
And
get
and
you.
and to diversify into cryptocurrency, you can get the top three, the top four, and just diversify. Just put
Yeah, just
as much as
divert.
you
Yeah,
can.
add that to your portfolio. Yeah, yeah,
Right.
I agree.
First
But
four, call it a wrap.
yeah, I agree.
Don't go too deep
I
in
agree.
everything. First 4 cryptocurrencies that's on the market, top 4, invest in those, spread the money out, get
And
yourself some silver,
hedge it with silver. I agree.
and you'll have you a nice
See,
little
silver and
portfolio
gold
there.
is a hedge. It's a hedge against inflation. So, up and down markets, volatile markets. So, yeah, your foundation is
Very nice
silver.
little
I agree with that.
portfolio.
I agree with silver because at the price point,
That's right. That's right. Something
people
everybody
got
can afford.
$35. People got
Right.
$35,
You
and they
got the
can go on
all
this
day.
site. They can go on this site. They can go on this site called KITCO.com. Kitco.com. Or go on usmint.gov and buy those Silver Eagle bullions.
Ooh, get you some bullions. Yes, Lord.
Silver Eagle bullions.
You're gonna be in the game. Get in
Well,
the game.
man, we're gonna get back at it next week, family. We gotta keep talking about this money, man.
Same time. Next week, same
Yeah,
time.
same time, man. It's a blessing to have you as my friend, man. It's a blessing to have you as my home and my partner, my friend, man. I can talk to somebody about things like this now, man.
All day. Same thing.
Yeah, man. Yeah, fam.
Till next week, brother.
Till next week, fam. You be blessed, man.
Stay up.
Tell the family I love them, man. Tell the young Wop, what up? What? Young Wop, what up, boy?
We'll do.
Tell young Wop what up. What a Wop at? What a Wopster? What a young Wop at?
All right, dude.
All right. All right. Tell the wife hello, the family, and everybody. All right, man. I'll see you this week sometime. I know you'll come holler at me, and we be back on here next Sunday, man. Hey, man, y'all been watching Wealth First Inc. Once again, we thank you guys. We call this the Resource Room with GUCC, the Guru, and Prophet Heru. I hope I can be a hero to some of y'all minds, help y'all elevate. I hope you guys can go pick my book up called Winning the Black on Amazon or anywhere you can purchase books, Barnes and Nobles, Books a Millions. My name is Darrell D. Jones Sr., affectionately. And I just want to thank you guys, man. We're going to be bringing y'all content and information. I know it's going to grow. I'm not concerned about not having no viewers right now. Because the stuff I'm sharing, the stuff we're going to be talking about is evolutionary changing people's lives. So y'all tune in next week. We're going to be talking about some leverage buyouts. We're going to be talking about some community loan funds, how to set those up. I'm going to bring in our fiduciary, my wealth manager, my other partner, Mr. DeJuan Abrams. And we're going to be going over some learning lessons concerning leverage buyouts, mergers, acquisitions, and what type of agreements you would need, paperwork and documents you would need in order for people to honor, really respect your endeavors. So y'all guys tune in next time, man, to Wealth First presents The Resource Room. We out.